All right, good morning, my good people. So I'm not gonna go in major detail about all the matchups, only a couple. I'm just gonna do game picks, who I got coming out on top and why. But I'm gonna break down the SEC matchup more in detail. But I'm gonna react to a lot of these videos, so I'm gonna keep them short. But this one, I gotta roll with Texas. I think Texas get the big win against Oklahoma State. I don't believe in their quarterback Bowman. I think Quinn Edwards has a big game. I like what they're able to do with Xavier Worthy, right? Jonte Cook, run the ball as well. So I'm rolling with Texas in this pick. Next one, despite Jordan Travis not being there, I know their backup is a little banged up, but I believe in Keon Coleman, Johnny Wilson. I know Louisville's played a really good schedule this year, had a couple losses, one in state rival Kentucky, but I think Florida State, regardless of not having Jordan Travis, I think they're going to show they're a well-rounded team. They're more than just their star quarterback, who is obviously phenomenal. But I'm rolling with Florida State. I think they get a big win in the ACC championship. All right, next one. I almost want to pick Iowa. Like, I'm not going to lie. I really do want to pick Iowa, but I feel like every time I pick against Michigan, they win. I feel like I pick Michigan, they're going to lose this game, and Iowa's going to win. But I'm going to roll with Michigan. I think they should win. Really good team. J.J. McCarthy's been playing well. Blake Corum, Donovan Edwards. They've been having a magnificent year. So, watch. I'm going to pick Michigan, which I am, and Iowa's going to end up winning. Watch. Y'all bookmark this, but I'm going to roll with Michigan. All right, got to say the best for last, man. Georgia and Alabama. It's going to be a great game, man. I'm not going to be able to see it. I got to work, unfortunately. But this game is at 4 o'clock. I'm rolling with the Georgia Bulldogs. It's going to be interesting to see. A lot of people are not sold on Carson Beck. I don't know what else he needs to show. I thought he's been having a great season. I think his coming out party was against Ole Miss. Big-time win for them, big-time victory. I like what they can do. Last game against Georgia Tech, they played them a little tough, but they pulled away in the third quarter. Dejon Edwards, Kendall Mullen had the game of his life, 150-plus yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. I definitely think they got the team to do it. Brock Bowers, Ladd McConkey, Rod Thomas, Oscar Delp. They got players, man. It's going to be interesting to see can Alabama create enough pressure. Can they get him off his mark? And they make Carson Beck feel uncomfortable, right? But the offensive line for Georgia has been magnificent all season. I got to roll with that. I think they're going to have another good game. They've been having a phenomenal season. And I think the offensive line, what makes them different is that they can get to the second level, right? This offensive line is not predicated on just, first, let me open up a hole. They're getting to the linebackers and safeties down the field. So that's what makes this offensive line so special. And Carson Beck is good, but they don't ask him to do too much. So I'm curious to see who wins the battle of the trenches, the line of scrimmage. I got to go with Georgia on that side of the ball. Interestingly enough, though, Alabama came into this game and they're actually practicing without helmets against their defensive line. So that goes to show you they know how good Georgia's defensive line is. But what Georgia has to do is they're going to have a QB spy on Jalen Milroe. He's too talented, too good. He can escape the pocket, make big plays on the run. So they're going to have to pick and choose places where they're going to bring delayed blitzes, pick and choose places where they're going to bring pressure and kind of make him feel uncomfortable. I think if you make Jalen Milroe uncomfortable and force him into some throws, I think you got to like your chances and how you feel coming into this game. But Alabama, they're not going to go away softly. Even if you build up an early lead, they're going to come back and fight. That's just their group. That's their team. That's what they do. But I think that's what they got to do to make him feel uncomfortable. Got to be able to slow down the run because, as you can see, McClellan, he's been having a good season. So Georgia got to be wary of that as well and not get beat on the deep ball, right? Malachi Starks, Javon Bullard, their corners, they're going to have to be very sound defensively in the secondary. If not, they're going to get exploited because Milroe can extend plays and he can throw off the run and create big chances. But nonetheless, that's what to watch in this matchup. I'm rolling with Georgia. I think they got the better team. I think they got the better offensive line. It's going to be a good game, close. I think a one-score victory for Georgia, but I'm rolling with the Bulldogs. Y'all comment below what y'all think of my picks and who comes out on top.